national affairs of December 1st to 15th of December 2018. So it is the 1st of December 2018. So very first it is under Saubhagya scheme, Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Har Ghar Bijli Yojana. So this is a yojana which was introduced in September 2018 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to provide 100% electrification to Indian villages by 2018. So December 2018. So we are in December right now. So this is the target year of Saubhagya scheme under the Ministry of Power. So states have achieved 100% electrification, okay, under the Saubhagya scheme, and the states are West Bengal, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Tripura, Mizoram, Sikkim, Telangana. So these are the, and Jammu and Kashmir. So these are the states which have achieved 100% electrification in these Saubhagya scheme. So this is very important for examination point of view, because we wants to have a very good infrastructure in electricity, okay, in power generation. So therefore, so we want to replace the thermal energy, okay, with hydro or nuclear, or else with solar energy. So remember, International Solar Association, so it is also being headquartered in New Delhi, okay. So India wants to be a hub for solar energy. So in that case, under Saubhagya scheme, okay, so we are going to provide 100% electricity to all the states, okay, by December 2018. So even under Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Vidyutkaran Yojana, okay, the target year was 2022, okay, so to provide LEDs to the villages, okay, following. So LEDs, okay, by 2022 to all the villages. And the next is 4th India Mozambique Joint Commission meeting was held in New Delhi, okay, on 29th November 2018. So it is a 4th India Mozambique meeting, and Mozambique is in Africa, so it is above South Africa, okay. So India wants to collaborate, okay, various projects in with Mozambique, and wants to develop Mozambique infrastructure, okay. So in such case, so India and Mozambique Joint Commission meeting was held in New Delhi, okay. So it was chaired by External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and her counterpart Jose Kanjungwa Antonio Pacheco, okay, and the president of Mozambique is Philip Nyusi. So Philip Nyusi is the president of Mozambique with the capital city, okay, Maputo. So Maputo is the capital city of Mozambique. So remember, India Mozambique relations. So anyhow, we are remembering about India Nepal, India Bhutan, India Bangladesh, India Afghanistan, India and Myanmar. Now it is a turn for India and Mozambique. So where India is concentrating not only on the, okay, look east policy, that is act east policy. Now India is also concentrating on the west, nothing but on African nations, okay, on Rwanda, Uganda, okay, South Africa, Mozambique, okay. So India is going to build infrastructure in these nations. So therefore, so Mozambique is also important for examination point of view, India Mozambique meeting, okay. And first ever Indo-Indonesia business forum as part of Indo-Pacific strategies was held in Port Blair of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this was held on 29th November of 2018. So this is the first time that India and Indonesia business forum meeting was being held in a Port Blair of Andaman Nicobar Islands. So how to combat the business strategies, okay, in India, Asia, that is India Pacific strategies, okay. So and also to control the Indian Ocean regime in business, okay. So these were the major highlights of this Indo-Indonesia business forum. This is the first time that India is collaborating with Indonesia, okay, following. So to have a grip over Indian Ocean, okay, following. Next, India's first All Festival was being organized, okay, in Pune from 29th November to 1st of December 2018. Okay, so it is a owl festival. So to recognize owl as a bird, okay, that this festival was being organized in India, okay, and it is very first time that owl species, okay, festival and promotion of all species. Nearly 262 owl species are found across the world and 75 are threatened. Okay, so even owls are becoming extinct, okay, in the world, okay, following. To stop that extinction or else to stop that threatened species, give public awareness about the owls. So this India's first owl festival was organized in Pune. Next, 16% Maratha quota. This is very important once again. Okay, for the first time in in Indian state, the Maharashtra government has approved 16% Maratha quota, okay, following to the Marathi speaking or the natives, indigenous people of Maharashtra, okay, following. So 68% seats are reserved, okay, fine, in this category right now for the educational institutions and jobs exclusively for Marathas. It is not that the rest of the nation, so the people who settled in Maharashtra will be getting 16%. It is that the person must be origin, okay, and he must be indigenous to Maharashtra, okay, like 4 generations, 5 generations, they must be from Maharashtra. 16% quota is being offered to them in educational institutions as well as in jobs. Next, Niti Aayog organized dialogue on health system for a new India, the first event of a dialogue series for a 15-year vision. So you know that Niti Aayog's mission is for 7 years and vision is for 15 years. So now the 15 years health document is being released by Niti Aayog with the name Health Systems for New India Building Blocks. Okay, so this was being released in New Delhi. So this is very important for examination point of view again, where India wants to achieve a healthy nation in the world. And Global Agriculture and Food Summit 2018. So Global Agriculture and Food Summit 2018 was being held in Ranchi of Jharkhand from 29th November to 1st of December 2018. So this was inaugurated by Ministry of Agriculture Radha Mohan Singh. So it is a 2-day event held in Ranchi of Jharkhand. So all the important agriculture innovations are being projected in this Food Summit 2018. Okay, and the chief guest of this event, okay, in the closing ceremony was Draupadi Murmu. She is the governor of Jharkhand. Next, Train 18. So India's first pilotless engineless train, which is known as Train 18, okay, crossed 180 kmph speed. Okay, so it will be the first or fastest train in India. So it will be the first engineless as well as fastest train in India once it started operations. So Train 18 is the first engineless train. So remember it. Okay, so it recently it has crossed 180 kmph speed in the trial run at Kota Savai Madhopur section. So Jammu and Kashmir governor launches Ayushman Bharat, that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana scheme in Jammu and Kashmir. So Satyapal Malik, so he is a governor of Jammu and Kashmir, so who has started, that is launched Ayushman Bharat in Jammu and Kashmir on 1st of December 2018. So and also remember, Jammu and Kashmir in the last 1 year has been named as the best performing large states to decrease the infant mortality rate. So infant mortality rate in India is right now at 28. So coming to Jammu and Kashmir, so it has decreased, okay, since the last year. So it is the best performing large states in India, okay, to decrease the IMR. And exercise Tropex. So, exercise Tropex is to be conducted in 2019. So, that is nothing but January 2019 to March 2019. So, coming year. Okay, following this is announced in December by Indian Navy Chief Admiral Sunil Lamba. So, he has announced that so Tropex is an exercise sea vessel. It will be conducted for 2 months long. Okay, so it is a theatre level operational readiness exercise. In short, it is known as Tropex. So, it is to check on the coastal defense systems. So, in the coastal regions of India. So, it will be conducted from January 2019 to March 2019. So, it is announced in December by Navy Chief Admiral Sunil Lamba. And another important thing here is Shinyo Maitri 18. So, Shinyo Maitri 18 is the first 5-day India-Japan air exercise commenced in Agra of Uttar Pradesh. So, this is a joint exercise again. So, Tropex is a joint exercise as well as Shinyo Maitri is also a joint exercise between India and Japan. So, next one is first 2-day India ASEAN Innotech Summit was held in New Delhi. So, on 30th of November 2018. So, it is India ASEAN Innotech Summit 2018. This is the first time that India is organizing this event, okay, with the theme accelerating towards innovative development. Under Prasad scheme. So, remember Prasad scheme was started in the year 2014-15 to develop the pilgrimage sites for the development of pilgrimages in India. So, nearly 13 circuits were being recognized under Prasad scheme. Prasad is nothing but pilgrimage rejuvenation and spiritual heritage augmentation drive. So, 13 circuits were being recognized under this Prasad scheme under the Ministry of Tourism. Now, apart from these 13 circuits as well as some of the main areas like Amarkantak, Kedarnath, Mathura, Ajmer, Dwaraka, Varanasi, Puri, Gaya, Kamakhya temple of Assam, next Amaravati, next Velankini, okay, and Kanchipuram. So, apart from these and 4 more pilgrim sites were being inducted under Prasad scheme. So, very new are Gangotri and Yamunotri of Uttarakhand. So, Gangotri is the birthplace of Ganga, Yamunotri is the birthplace for Yamuna, and Yamuna is the largest tributary of Ganga, okay, right bank tributary of Ganga. So, these two Yamunotri as well as Gangotri are being inducted into this Prasad scheme. Okay. Apart from this, even Parasnath. So, Parasnath is in Jharkhand under east of Chota Nagpur plateau. Parasnath is very important Jain temple. So, it is known to be a Shikhar Jain temple. Shikharji Jain temple, okay, Parasnath on the hills of Parasnath mountains, okay, following. So, it is an elevation of nearly 1390 meters at Chota Nagpur plateau, okay, following. So, was being recognized as one of the pilgrimage site under Prasad. And the fourth one is Amarkantak plateau. So, remember Amarkantak plateau is also in east of Madhya Pradesh, very important for examination point of view, because Amarkantak plateau is the origin of 2 important rivers. One is Narmada, the other one is Son. Okay. So, Narmada is the largest west flowing rivers which flows in between Vindhya and Satpura ranges. So, the other one is Son river, okay, fine. It is it flows in the north and merges with Ganga in Patna of Bihar. Okay. So, Son is the largest tributary of one of the largest tributary of Ganga. Okay. It flows from south to north. So, for upgrading Doordarshan as well as for All India Radio, so the government of India has approved the investment of 850 crores. So, 850 crores budget is being allocated for the development of Doordarshan as well as All India Radio. So, for the financial year 2019-20, so this will be invested in DD as well as All India Radio. Next, a 2-day conference on EU and India Partnership for Cultural Heritage Conservation was organized from 4th of December 2018. So, it is a 2-day conference on EU-India Partnership for Cultural Heritage Conservation. So, this was commenced at National Museum Auditorium in New Delhi. So, it was concluded on 5th of December 2018. So, India is best known country for cultural and heritage. So, now India and EU, European Union, jointly organized an event. So, that is very important for examination point of view at the same time. So, another update here is a 3-day 80th session of Policy Commission of World Customs Organization was organized by CBIC, which is being held in Mumbai. So, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs has organized 80th session of World Customs Organization. So, World Customs Organization, okay, fine, in Mumbai on 3rd of December 2018. So, this was being attended by 1 or 2 delegates across the world, and it is being chaired by Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. Next, Delhi government has launched Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra Yojana, okay, following. So, this is the first time in India that a state government is offering a free tourism to senior citizens. So, nearly 77 senior citizens were being offered a tourism, a free tourism under Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra Yojana. So, this is being launched by CM of New Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, along with, that is nothing but Tirth Yatra, Mukhyamantri Tirth Yatra Yojana was being launched in collaboration with Indian Railways. Okay, a free transportation tourism will be provided to senior citizens. And first ever Swadesh Darshan project was being launched in Nagaland. So, Swadesh Darshan was actually launched in the year 2015 under the Ministry of Tourism to provide central financial assistance to states and union territories to develop infrastructure in tourism spots. So, under this Swadesh Darshan. So, this is the first time that Swadesh Darshan was being held, launched in Nagaland by Nagaland Chief Minister Sri Neiphiu Rio. So, this is the first ever project in Nagaland, okay, with the name Development of Tribal Circuit Peren Kohima Wokha Project with 97.36 crores. So, central government has provided nearly 485.38 crore fund for implementation of Shahpur Kandi Dam. So, if it is Shahpur Kandi Dam is in Punjab, it is being built across the Ravi river in Punjab. So, this project is being recognized as a national project by central government, and nearly 485.38 crores are being invested on Shahpur Kandi Dam. So, this is a national project built on the river Ravi in Punjab of India. So, to stop the water flowing to Pakistan. So, if there are any waste waters, okay, which is flowing to Pakistan, will be diverted in India and Haryana. So, Shahpur Kandi Dam is in Punjab. So, first India Water Impact Summit was being held in 2018. So, it is 3-day annual India Water Impact Summit 2018. So, which was held from December 5th 2018 in New Delhi, okay, and it is being inaugurated by Dr. Nitin Gadkari, Sri Nitin Gadkari, who is the Minister for Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. So, it is mainly organized to enhance the impact of national and international efforts on Ganga rejuvenation. And annual Global Venture Capital Summit was held in Goa. So, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, that is DIPP, in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has organized annual Global Venture Capital Summit 2018 on December 7th at Goa with the theme Mobilizing Global Capital for Innovation in India. And Kerala CM Pinarayi Vijayan along with Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Suresh Prabhu has inaugurated Kannur International Airport. So, Kannur International Airport is the fourth international airport in Kerala. So, under Greenwich Airport Products. So, on 9th of December 2018, so it is being inaugurated, okay, at Kannur. So, India's first underwater museum, okay, to be opened in Puducherry coast of INS Kadalur. So, this is the first time that underwater museum is being constructed in India, and it is to be inaugurated at Puducherry coast of INS Kadalur. And the Union government to raise, okay, the NPS National Pension Scheme percentage from 10% to 14%. So, the government contribution to NPS now is 14% from 10%. So, if there are any withdrawals made under this slab, okay, it will be a tax free. So, nearly the government is incurring a burden of 2,840 crores for the financial year 2019-20. First International Conference on Sustainable Water Management held in Mohali of Punjab. So, on 10th of December 2019, a 2-day event was organized by the Government of India, okay, known as International Conference on Sustainable Water Management, okay, which is being held in Mohali of Punjab, okay, and it was being inaugurated by Himachal Pradesh Governor Acharya Devrat, okay, he was the chief guest of that event. Okay, and finally, first ever agriculture export policy was being launched by Commerce Minister Sri Suresh Prabhu. Okay. So, with the vision of New India policy, okay, and to make India's national income at $5 trillion, okay, agriculture export policy 2018 was being launched by Commerce Ministry. So, agriculture export policy is not launched by Agriculture Ministry, it is launched by Commerce Ministry, okay, following. And a 7-member panel was being formed, okay, under the chairman of BP Sharma. So, BP Sharma is the chairman of BBB, Bank Board Bureau, okay, following. So, in his chairmanship, okay, head of a 7-member panel, okay, was being formed, okay, by Government of India to select the MDs for PSU insurance firms, okay, following. So, a 7-member panel was being appointed by the Government of India under the chairmanship of BP Sharma, okay. This panel will select the MDs, okay, new MDs for public sector undertakings insurance firms, okay, like New India Assurance Company, okay, or else New India Assurance Company Limited, United India Insurance Company Limited, okay, following. So, in such case, for these PSUs, the panel will select the MDs. And remember, in the year 2018 budget, Finance Ministry has announced to merge all the PSUs, okay, all the general insurance PSUs, okay, following. And Operation Oliver, okay. So, Operation Oliver is being launched by Indian Coast Guard, okay, to safeguard turtles. So, Oliver turtles are found in Bhitarkanika National Park, okay, of Odisha, okay. So, mostly this olive Ridley turtles, which is famously known as, okay. So, Oliver is also the name. So, Operation Oliver is launched by Indian Coast Guard to safeguard the Oliver turtles. So, olive Ridley turtles, which is mostly found in Bay of Bengal of Orissa coast, okay, also in Latin America. So, this is an extinct species right now, very threatened, okay, very threatened. So, from smuggling, okay. So, now Indian Coast Guard has launched Oliver, that is Operation Oliver, okay. So, these are the very important national affairs.